What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Saturday morning or evening or potential Sunday morning. If you're from somewhere else in the world, thank you guys for all joining us this morning slash evening. We're 5 days out from the early access launch. The wait list is growing tremendously every single day. Right after this, for anyone who is currently in this call, if you guys want, I'm doing a super valuable stage call in the Discord at 9 a.m. PST. So 53 minutes from now, I'm going to be dropping some free game, as always, for the OSSA.AI community regarding how to analyze your content and how to improve your content. I've been working on a really high value course in my eyes for over 100 hours over the past 3-ish weeks. And I'm giving it all away for completely free on behalf of OSSA.AI for you guys. So whether you use the tool or not, you guys have all the necessary skills, or at least you have the resources to achieve more success than you would have otherwise through the means of OSSA.AI or through the means of any type of content you're creating. We've seen a massive uptake in, obviously, in the amount of attention we've been getting on X. The community's growing every single day. We're super happy. We're very confident with where we are in terms of this position. We have some, exciting things to share today in terms of what's coming. I know a lot of you guys I would assume all of you guys are already on the wait list. If you're not, just go to the link in our bio and join the wait list, and you'll be getting a text message and email 4 hours before the public opening of early access. So that'll be 8 a.m. PST, 11 a.m. Eastern is when you'll be getting a text message with a link to the exact purchase page. And if you're fast enough, you can get one of those 150 spots. And yeah, Brennan, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, for sure. I would love to. So nice to see everybody. Like Cole said, exciting times. We're coming up on the early access launch here on the 1st of February, which is just 5 days away. Super exciting. Hope everyone's having a great day. I just want to reiterate on the point of how valuable this course is that Cole put together. I've taken a lot of courses in my day. I've gone through a lot of different internet education. And I used to have this stigma where if I didn't pay for it, it was less valuable. And what I can tell you is what Cole's put together is incredible. And I've never even seen a paid resource that covers as many topics as what Cole has put together. So highly recommend getting your hands on that and consuming that. And one thing that I would just really like to drive home is our motto at OSSA is make influence accessible to everyone, not make influence accessible to OSSA.AI customers. So do you have to be a customer to get access to the course? No. Do we want you to eventually use OSSA.AI? Well, if it fits what you're trying to do, then yes. But the course Cole put together is just for short form creation in general, not specifically for OSSA.AI short form video creation and being a creator while using OSSA.AI. But that being said, if you know nothing about short form content creation, or you think you know everything, there's something for you to learn in that course, which is really epic. So definitely after this, the stage call in the Discord, I commented on the space a link to the Discord for those of you that are not in the Discord, so you guys can head over, join up in the Discord, and be part of that call. So yeah, like Cole was saying, as far as getting to launch here, or the early access launch, for lack of a better word, that's on February 1st. So super excited for that. Only 5 days away. It's going to be epic. A lot of people on the wait list. Like Cole said, we have a lot of activity on X recently, which we're super grateful and fortunate for. Thank you, everybody, that when you see one of our tweets, you're interacting, commenting, liking, reposting. Very, very nice of everybody. Happy to see everyone's excited to get their hands on the products. So if you are not familiar, the early access program is limited to 150 people, though. We wish we could just open it to everybody, but unfortunately, for a host of reasons, we can't just go ahead and open it up to thousands of people right away. We have to take things in steps and move in small steps. And that means we have to only allow 150 people into the early access program. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a rush for people to get in and get access. So if you're not on the wait list, that is your best opportunity to actually get into early access, because you will get 4-hour early head start to secure a spot. So very, very important. Like Cole said, in the bio of the OSSA.AI account, you can go ahead and go to the website and then join the wait list. You're muted, Cole, but back to you, buddy.
Oh yeah, perfect. Sorry, I was speaking. What's up, guys? Yeah, and Brennan, really well said. Maybe you could speak to, what a user could expect if they're lucky enough to get access to the platform on the 1st of February.
Yeah, for sure. So you're going to get full access to the platform. So the platform, it's not in a beta phase, so to say, at this point, but it is definitely in an earlier phase. So the people that get through to the early access and do happen to get a spot, they are our early adopters. So what you should expect is the platform is fully ready for users to come in. You have the ability to generate videos up to 70 seconds. You're going to get enough credits to generate enough videos throughout the month. You get a ton of different styles. There's a few things that I don't really want to speak on because we're working on getting them in right before early access. But yeah, you're gonna have a ton of different styles. You have the ability to create videos. You have a video preview, so you can see your style, font color, and actual font that is selected before going through and generating the video. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. You know, you get full access to the OSSA.AI platform. You get the ability to generate optimized and engineered for engagement short form videos in as little as just a few minutes.
Yeah, super exciting stuff, man. And I just, I wanted to speak again to the fact that we are having an amazing Discord call in 45 minutes from now. I would love to have all you guys in there because, especially anyone here who is trying to create short form content in general, one of my main goals over the past 3 weeks has been building out these resources for you, for the person who wants to create short form content but literally has no idea where to start. I've outlined the process of how do I even create my own niche or find a niche? How do I create a profile picture that's branded? How do I actually write a good script? What is a script? Right? All these micro steps which are necessary for any type of content creation. We're outlining. So I just really want to reiterate for anyone here that's not already in the Discord, make sure to come join and be part of those stage calls because they're super high value. We have a great community in there as well.
Yeah, for sure. The Discord community is amazing and it's growing every day. And it's cool to see the range of people. You have people that have no idea about content creation. They've never even done it before, but they have this interest in doing it, all the way up to experts that are so generous to give their time and be in there and answer questions for people. So that Discord community is already in an amazing place. And over time, it's just going to get better and better. And so, if you're not already active in the Discord, highly recommend it because there's a lot to learn from not only just Cole and OSSA.AI as a company, but also all of the other community members that have so much to offer. That being said, you know, we're extremely excited for February 1st. This is a long time coming for Cole. And I just want to kind of back up a little bit onto our initial motivation for creating OSSA.AI and what our purpose behind it was. Essentially, Cole and I, going back probably 9 months ago now, 10 months ago now, we really we really put it all out there trying to make it as easy as possible for people to learn how to generate or how to create content. And then we realized that there was this barrier to entry with content creation that we couldn't overcome with just education alone. People didn't know how to edit. People didn't know how to write a proper script or put together a proper video plan. They didn't know how to hire editors. They didn't know how to hire people. They didn't know how to manage their social media accounts. And so we kind of had this sit down and Cole's like, listen, dude, we need to build a tool that allows people to create videos that are optimized for engagement at the click of a button. And it seemed not realistic on first conversation. And then we just sat down and as determined individuals, we just sat there and thought, well, even if nobody's done it, let's build something that can accomplish exactly that. And so OSSA.AI was born. And before OSSA.AI was a thing, our motivation then was to create, make influence accessible to everyone, and that same motivation still stands. That's exactly what we're here for. Whether you're an OSSA.AI customer or not, we're going to continue to give out free game and education to everybody that wants to consume it. High value education that is better than what you're going to get if you go and pay somebody. There's a 97% chance of failure in social media, and I don't say that to scare you. I say that to motivate you. And the reason that should motivate you is because a lot of that failure is attributed to just getting bad information. So, and sadly, a lot of people in here have probably paid for bad information, myself included. And that being said, taking what Cole has done in his career of gaining over 4 billion views, short form views across all of his social media platforms, he's taken all of that and compressed it into 7 or 8 pages of education, long pages for people to go through and consume. So very in-depth stuff there that people can go and consume and take a lot away from.
No, yeah, absolutely. Super well said. And yeah, guys, that's always been, the number one goal, which is exactly that, to make influence accessible to everyone. And I think what really makes us stand out versus anyone that would be classified as a competitor is that the opportunity to create content that you specifically want, the control you have over the output. Nothing is random. It's all very calculated in terms of what's generated on the screen. You have full control over the voice, which we're going to add 11 Labs API key integration within the next few weeks. You have control over the color of the subtitles, the type of subtitles. You have control over the actual script, which is the most important part of the entire video. The reason we're not prompt to video is because nothing is random. If you want to grow a brand on social media through the means of short form content, you need to be able to control the output. If you can't control the output, then it's random, and no one can create an association with your type of content. This is something that I cover in a lot of these resources that I've been giving out. And that's the problem that people have been having with all these platforms, is that, yeah, it's cool to create, videos using AI, but if it's not built off the basis of branding an account and building a following and building a real brand, and the user cannot have, any consistency in terms of the output, and they have no control over it, well, then you get into the grounds of, this is all kind of just random, and there's no ability for an individual to form any associations with your brand, right? If you like, to take another example, if I'm an X influencer and you give me a tool that creates threads for me, right? Well, if I just am prompting it to create threads and I say, write me a thread about AI tools, well, it's totally diluted in terms of the value and the customizability to your content. And then every time you go back, you do another prompt, and it's kind of random in terms of the thread. It's about AI tools, but it's kind of just, you know, word vomit. And that's the same approach we've taken. Is the reason we have so much user control is because, in order for a user to have an expected output in terms of their video, right, as they start to use the platform, they need to have that control, so that when they come back, it's like, oh, I need to change my hook a little bit. Oh, I need to adjust these certain words that were said. Oh, I need to adjust the pacing because this wasn't fast paced enough. All the features we're adding are centered around engagement and user control, and that will only increase in terms of the amount of control that a user has, um, over the lifespan, of the company for the years to come.
Yeah, definitely. And there's a lot to come to speak on that. There's a lot of iterations that will happen with OSSA.AI, and the brand will just continue to get better. We're not stagnant people, which should be exciting for everyone that gets involved, especially the early access people. It's going to be really cool to see the product grow over time, and see things really come together. And we're also very community oriented. So if there's an outpour from the community to implement some specific thing, we will get it implemented. We've talked to a lot of influencers over the last let's say 2 months, and we've gotten on Google Meets with them and some of them and said, hey, you guys should have this available ASAP. And it's like 12 hours later, it's on the website. And we send them back a message like, hey, great suggestion. We just implemented it. They're like, really? You guys did it that fast? That's how we operate, and that's how we got to this spot right here, having the company ready to go live on February 1st. Is a lot of work, but we're not stagnant type people. So when it comes to the community, you guys have a voice, which is very, very important. We're very community oriented. So over time, as people have suggestions and as the community wants different things, we will do our best to implement them if there is demand for them, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I feel like we've covered really everything. Someone asked, will the Discord be recorded? Yes, it will. It'll be recorded and then added to part of the resources as the video tutorial, which I also have video resources on each of the resources in that course. So yes, I saw a comment that asked if it'll be recorded. Absolutely, it will be recorded. Yeah, and then in terms of kind of next steps here, I think that basically covers. We just like to hop in here, give you guys an update, let you know things are still running smoothly. Obviously, 5 days away from early access. Like I said, if you haven't joined the waitlist, go to the website. You can just Google OSSA.AI, or you could go to the link in our bio and you can go ahead and visit that. If you're listening to the recording, you could still probably go there. We have some interesting plans. We don't want to say too much, but one of our goals is to allow as many people as possible to use the platform. So don't be discouraged. Um, don't be discouraged to not, click the link when you get that email or you get that text, and to see if you can still get access, if you kind of smell what I'm stepping in there. So we have some big plans, but Yeah, Brennan, I mean, that's pretty much it for me. Unless you have anything else, we'll see everybody in the Discord stage call in 38 minutes.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody had their hand raised, so I just approved them to come up, see if they had a question. Give them a few seconds to see if they want to. That was Zuby. So if Zuby wants to approve that request, they can come up and ask their question. If not, we can go ahead and conclude it.
Yeah, no problem. No worries.
Zuby, if you're there, you got to hit approve on the request. And if not, then we can catch you in the Discord because that's a more tight knit style call where you can come up on the stage a lot easier and ask questions. Yeah, so I would just refer you to the Discord. If your question's not answered or we didn't happen to just answer it during conversation, head over to the Discord and ask there. And Cole, just remind people what time that stage call is today and exactly what you're going to go over in there.
Yeah, so that's going to be at 9 a.m. PST, so 37 minutes. And in that stage call, I'm going to be going over the last resource of the course, at least for now. So I think it's resource 7 or I guess part 7, and it has to do with kind of tying everything together in terms of short form content creation, analyzing your content and improving your content, which is the most important skill. I talk about pattern recognition, which is the best skill to have, in my opinion, in the world, not just in content creation, but in business, and really anything you do. We're always just recognizing patterns. So I define simply in layman terms, what does that mean? And how do we leverage that as creators to recognize patterns in our content and refine our content? And there's a little bit of high level psychology covered in there and really understanding it's humans that are engaging with our content. So if we can take the approach of understanding here is the algorithm, and instead of replace the algorithm with humans, because that's what's happening, it's individuals, just like you guys and myself that are watching your content, and we use their feedback to refine our process and content creation, outside of some other variables that we look at in that feedback loop, which is through the method of pattern recognition. So a lot of interesting terms that are used and defined very simply. The approach I've taken to build my brand to over 7 million followers, 4 billion plus views is definitely a unique one. But it's one that doesn't include look at this specific chart and post at 6:30 a.m. and at 7:45 a.m. It's just like the hard part for individuals is where do I essentially get my information, and then a lot of people just teach you to copy and paste, which doesn't work. And I'm more focused on providing individuals with the mental frameworks to become someone capable of executing short form content, as opposed to here's how I did it, here's how I did it, copy me. It's more so here's how I think, copy how I think.
Brilliant. All right, cool. Well, we'll see everyone there at the top of the hour. So 35 minutes for that.
Wonderful. Thank you guys for all tuning in. We'll see you in the next one, on that would be Wednesday. So that'll be the day before. So we'll see you guys Wednesday at 8 a.m. PST, 11 a.m. Eastern.
Exciting stuff. All right, Cole, you can go ahead and close it.